Hey guys, Duane here. Welcome to Coffee with Duane. Today I'm going to tell you a story about a story that I wrote a long time ago. In about 1973 or 74, I believe. I was about 12 or 13 years old. I was in the 5th or 6th grade, and this happened at school. We had a writing assignment. The teacher told the first part of the story, and then our assignment was to write the ending to the story. Write it out and then read it to the class. Okay? So the teacher's story went something like this. I was home alone. It was a dark and stormy night. And I heard a strange sound outside. Okay? That was pretty much it. That was the beginning of the story. My job was to write the ending to the story. Okay? And then read it to the class. Okay? I had two thoughts at the same time. One was just make it a happy ending. The sound outside was nothing. After the storm passed, the sun came out, and it was a wonderful day. Okay, that was my first thought. But as I was writing, other kids got done first, and they started reading their story as the rest of us were finishing writing. And a lot of people had ended the story like that, okay? And I thought, I want to be different. I want a little something different, a little shock. Here's my ending to the story. I heard a strange sound outside. I didn't know if somebody was trying to break in, so I went to the kitchen and I got a butcher knife. Then I went to my room, I closed the door, and I hid under the covers, waiting for either morning or for the intruder to attack me. In the morning, my parents found me dead in my bed. I had accidentally rolled over on the butcher knife and accidentally stabbed myself. Okay. The rest of the class was in shock. The teacher looked at me like they couldn't effing believe what they were hearing. And nowadays, if something like that happened, I'm sure I would be sent to counselors or something. I'm sure something would be done. But back then, this was back in the 70s, nothing was really said about it. But here's why I regret writing that story. I believe, and I didn't realize this until years later, but I believe that story was like a pivotal point. At that point, everybody in my class, including the teacher, and teachers talk amongst themselves, everybody saw me differently. Okay? Hey, there's that weird kid that wrote that creepy story, you know? So there you go. Okay, you want another story? Here's a more upbeat story. My friend Mike was renting a house in Seattle. This was years ago. And he was I don't know if he was just exploring the house or if he was doing some remodeling or something, but he noticed a board that looked out of place in the stairwell. And he thought, that doesn't look right. And so he got his tools and he carefully removed the board, and behind it, sure enough, was like a hidden compartment. And inside was a bow, like for bow and arrows, just hidden inside the wall. And it was an old bow. He said he did some research and it was like from the 50s. But there's no arrows, there's no blood on it. There's no logical reason that he or I could come up with for why the bow was hidden in the wall. Anyway, he put the wall back together. He kept the bow. After he moved to his next house, in a different town, he got to know his next door neighbor. His next door neighbor's name was Robert. And they got to be friends. And one day he was going through some stuff in the closet in his house, and he found the bow. And he thought, I'm never going to do anything with this bow. I'm not going to shoot it. I'm not going to restore it. I'm just going to give it to Robert as a gift. He was like that. He was always giving me stuff too. Anyway, so next time he sees Robert, he says, wait here, I have something for you. He went in the house, got the bow, and he presented the bow to Robert. Here you go, you can have this. And he told him the story. Robert was not happy. He was a little bit ticked off by this whole thing. And Mike couldn't understand. He said, what's the matter? Why are you getting mad? Robert said, I'm half Cherokee, right? And Mike's giving him a bow. That's funny. That's funny right there. That's all I have for you. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Peace out.